Hey, what's up everybody? It's Luke and you're watching Luke the Gathering. Thanks for checking out yet another video from me. Today again, it is Friday, and so I was at the store playing Magic, Friday Night Magic, and it was again Final Fantasy. I was worried that the product would run dry and be hard to find, and that the store wouldn't have enough for the whole Final Fantasy season, but that's not the case. They have enough. The only sad thing is, next week I'll be out on vacation, I'll be out of town on that Friday, and I'm going to miss the last Final Fantasy draft. It's so sad. And then the week after that, it's Edge of Eternity's pre-release, which is going to be great, I think. But man, I just love this set so much. Final Fantasy has been just an amazing draft experience. I love the cards. There are so many avenues you can go into in Final Fantasy. It's great. The colors are very, very balanced. I've been playing lots of different archetypes, even including red and green, which is supposed to be the worst one, but like Gladio is such a great card in that archetype, and you can actually get it going. I've seen that particular worst archetype do really good things on Arena. I've been playing a lot, and I'd love to play more in person. The only time we can do that really is on Friday Night Draft Night for me. So I'm really sad I'm going to miss that last one. But today, I played one of the decks that I really love playing, which is the Spells deck, the blue and red deck. I think it's one of the best, or the best, deck in Limited for this season, even though, like you said, like all the decks are pretty close. But this is one of the better ones in terms of, like, it's a few percentage points ahead of everybody else, according to, I guess, some of the data, and I've been watching a lot of podcasts on it. I thought I drafted a pretty decent deck. It went 2-1, so I made it to the final round. I lost to a very nice deck. Actually, in fact, Squall beat me. Squall, I just could not handle the Squall onslaught that they were doing against me, so that was really sad for me. But it was a good game. The final round went 2-1 in favor of them, so they got the round. And so my end result was 2-1 at the tournament, which I'm totally fine with. I thought that was great. It'd been great to do another 3-0, but you can't always do that. In fact, in that last game, the normal Magic stuff happened. For example, I mulliganed twice in the first game of that round, and in the second game, I kept on drawing land after land. So these things kind of happen. But I thought the deck was okay. It's a very, I feel like, kind of unique deck for that red and blue archetype. So let's take a look at it, and then we'll open up the couple prize packs at the end. So let's turn the camera around and check it out. All right, well, here is the deck. Technically, it is a Grixis deck. We have Baron Airship Kingdom. This is the blue-red tap land. I also have Trano Dark City. This is the blue-black tap land. There are the towns. And I also drafted a world map. So this was just to help me splash for black. There was one card, which we'll get to, that I splashed for. And so we'll see that hopefully soon. It's not this card, but this is one of the key cards in the deck. It's Shantoto, Tactician Magician. Amazing card. The only problem is everybody knows it's amazing, and so once they see this, they usually will remove it. This card only hit the table, I think, a couple of times, and it was removed by White Auracite. So, unfortunately, that was bad for Shantoto here. Sahagin, one of the really great common cards. I ended up getting 2 of them, which was really good. One of the games, these guys really went off. They just got counter after counter after counter, and they were unblockable, and they overwhelmed my opponent, which was great. Loved that. Scorpion Sentinel. This is just an okay card to have in the deck. Very filler. It does block nicely on turn number 1 and 2 and 3. It's a 1/4. And it turns into a 4/4 if you get 7 lands into play. So, I mean, that can be pretty good. Ilmeg Pixie is great, especially when you attack and you can surveil. This really helps get you through your deck looking for the things that you really want. Dragoon's Wyvern is also really great because it's a 2-for-1. When this comes out, you also get a 1/1 hero token. And that was key because I really needed to sort of stay alive and draw into my deck and to have like a chump blocker like that was really big. Mesidian Elder was also kind of that way. You know, this was actually the chump blocker a lot of the times, and it comes into play with a 01 wizard token that can ping. Here's the card that I splashed for. This is another like insta-kill when people see it. It's Black Waltz number 3. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it pings them for 2. Pretty strong card. Blazing Bomb is a decent payoff as well. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell 4 or greater, for mana, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and then it can blow it up to deal its damage to an opposing creature. Retrieve the Esper, this is nice. It just makes a 3/3, and then later can make a 5/5. And initial cost is 4, so it does meet that threshold of 4 mana to trigger all the 4 mana stuff. Same thing with Call of the Mountain Chocobo, but this is even better because you also get a mountain tagged along with your 2/2. Suplex, this is a really nice removal spell. It's only 2. It can exile artifacts, and then if it kills the creature that you're dealing 3 damage to, that also will exile it. So it's an excellent card, even though it is just at sorcery speed. Thunder Magic, this is just a really nice card for the deck. This deals either 2 damage or 4 damage or even 8 damage to a target, depending on how much you pay for it. It's at instant speed. And I had more of those. Oh yeah, here they are. I had 3 of them. I thought that was pretty good to get in draft. We got Stuck in Summoner's Sanctum, another kind of removal spell. Sleep Magic, this is a really great little removal spell for 1 mana. And then we had Ice Magic, which sends cards back to hand. I actually always had Ice Magic in my hand and hardly ever had Thunder Magic in my hand, even though I have 3 Thunder Magics and just 2 Ice Magics. I always had Ice Magic. Dreams of Laguna was also there. This was great. This can be a 4 mana spell as well. Combat Tutorial, this is just overall really good. Card draw plus a +1/+1 counter, especially if you have flyers. That works out great. And I think my best card was Y'shtola. This is really cool. It kind of gives you 2 end steps and 2 blinks. So like I was blinking my Mesidian Elder and I kept making more and more wizard tokens. That was great. You can blink the Wyvern to make 1/1, creatures. And at one point I had Marlboros in my deck, or I didn't in my initial build. I switched out because I pulled Sephiroth and I wanted to put like more of a black package in. But I tried to streamline the deck a little bit more, so I didn't do that. But I was just like thinking about, oh man, if I have Marlboro down and Y'shtola, I could blink the Marlboro twice and then exile like 6 cards off their deck and ping them for all this damage and then make them discard all these cards. That seemed like really cool, but I didn't end up living that dream, unfortunately. But that's the deck. Let's take a look at a couple of these packs that we got here. And these are, of course, Aether Drift. I just pick Aether Drift. I feel bad for the set. I think everyone hates Aether Drift, so I want to show it a little bit of love. Let's see if we got anything good out of the Aether Drift pack. We'll just head right to the back here. We got Repurposing Bay, which is not a great card. And that's a cool looking art card, though. And our second prize pack, Flood the Engine. I remember playing that card a lot. And we have Explosive Getaway. Again, not a great card, but it is what it is. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.